Right, so we have a package has arrived this morning from Amazon. I've got a pretty good idea what it is. Something I ordered a few weeks, well, about a week or so ago now. Right, it's a backpack. Just trying to figure out how to actually get in the thing. Okay. This is kind of purpose built for the DJI Mini 3. I have my Mini 3 in here. This has now kind of become obsolete because when I was putting my Mini 3 inside my rucksack along with my Neo, there just wasn't enough room to get stuff out. But this is pretty much purpose built, and I'll just open it up so you can see for yourself. So basically that's it there. So pretty much what you've got in here is mirrored pretty much what you've got in the rucksack. It's just all incorporated in the rucksack, so I don't have to take this along with me as well. But I'll still keep that. I go away on holidays and I can still take my Mini 3 with me. So that's going to be really, really handy. There's the name there. I think I paid about £55 for this, which I thought was pretty good. And also in here I've got plenty of room for my little Neo, which is in there, so you know it's going to be a lot easier, I think, to carry around. And so I've got my Mini 3 in there as well, so really good. Anyway, I've been out this morning flying my drone, so we'll get straight into the video. Okay, hello once again, YouTube Andy with you with another video. So today we are at a place called Ashdown. A bit of information there, you might just want to freeze frame and have a little read for yourself. This is a place where I'm really interested in. It's Ashdown Wood. We are presently in the car park, which is just situated there. We're going to walk kind of in a bit of a northern direction, perhaps about maybe 3/4 of a mile. Up to around about these areas here, and perhaps that area there. So what I tend to do in my videos is to get my little DJI Neo and fly in and amongst the forest. I've been to that wood there, very interesting, but today we're going to focus on probably up here and also down there. Right, it's a fairly blustery day up here at Ashdown Estate. You might just be able to make out the house in the distance there. That's the National Trust House. We won't be flying around there and upsetting the locals. But what I'm going to do, it's quite a windy day today. It's very cold as well, hence the reason why I got my woolly hat on. Anyway, we're going to try the tracking mode in the DJI Neo. Now we're going to give this a go, see how we get on with it. Right, so this is a really good test for it on what is quite a windy day, and looking at it, it looks to be doing quite well. Now you can have it kind of in front of you where you're walking towards it, or you can have it like I have here as a side shot. You can also get it where it's following you from behind as well, so really useful little angle there for your videos. Okay, right, so here we go then. We get filming on 4K, 30 frames per second. This place is quite interesting. as most of the places I go to, it's very wild out there, as you're about to discover yourself. We're just going to aim for the gaps, a normal kind of format really, just to fly around and just see what there is. Anyway, it's really cold today, so I'm kind of hoping to just get out and have a quick flight, just because the dogs needed a walk and I wanted to kind of get out here and do something which I really enjoy doing, and that's flying in amongst places like this. Right, just going to have a little squirrel and a little ferret around, just to be nosy, just to see what there is, to just test my drone flying skills. Wow, a lot of down trees around here, lots of down trees. It's very susceptible around these parts for down trees, just because it's quite high up on a hill, fairly high up, and there's lots of old ancient trees around here which probably seen better days really. Anyway, yeah. So not a huge amount been going on really lately, let's say. Just the same old pretty much. Weather-wise, it's just very cold at the moment. We've got a bit of a northeasterly sort of a wind whipping across, and which is making flying conditions less than desirable. But it's really just nice to just to be part of this really, just to get out and come outside, and just to be something which is just quite amazing really. So yeah, this is just my way of relaxing. Yeah, anyway, so not much really happened over the weekend. I did a bit of drone flying, a bit of video editing, a little bit of DIY. I need to really get stuck into the DIY actually, because we've got some electricians and some plasterers coming around. I need to get stuff in and prepare the place for them. So we're just getting on top of the bungalow really, just trying to really get these jobs done. Okay. Oop, dear, a bit of a hit there. Okay. Right. Okay. So. Oh gosh. Wow. Right. I'm going to take it back to the home point. I want to land it. Seems like there might be a bit of moisture just on the lens. There we go. So we just moved location, literally about maybe 200 or 300 meters. I'm a bit more sheltered here. It's really cold today, really cold, bitter. Anyway, we'll just fly around this part of the wood. Looks really nice. Anyway, we'll We get filming and we'll fly off in this direction to see what we can see.
Updated.
Alright, let's just take a nice leisurely fly through the wood and we just see what we can see. Lots of little wispy bits of grass just coming up from the ground. I like to fly sort of fairly close to the ground, and little wispy bits just tend to just get in the way. Okay. Right, there's a little gap through here somewhere. I'm sure I could maybe just weasel my way through a little gap somewhere to get to the other parts of the wood. Such a nice little wood, this one. Really is. Right, let's just fly across here, shall we? A little exploration through this part here, just going over the other sides of this really nice wood. I'm just glitching up slightly, but we'll just keep soldiering on just to get to the other end. It might pick up, it might improve. Wow, lots of downed trees around here. Oh, hang on. Just lost signal just at the worst possible moment there. Anyway, just bring it back towards the home point, and as I do that I'm hoping that my signal is going to get stronger. Right, let's have a fly around here, shall we, just to have a little nose around. Okay, so pretty much fully back online now, so it's good, signal strong. I'll just fly over here. Yeah, you can see how dormant the wood is. So it's just nature's way of just kind of, having a bit of a rest, really having a time out before things start to grow again, which they duly will soon. Wow, look at this, flying through a downed tree. Takes some skill to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, this is going to be a bit tight. Just about made it, I think. Right, there's a little gap through there somewhere. Can I just squeeze my little drone through and have a little play around the whoops? I've just come down, unfortunately. Okay, it's not too far. Okay, we're just picking up an audible beat now, and my app's telling me that I'm very close to it. Alright, and there we go, found it. I mean, you're never really going to lose it, to be honest. It should be easily trackable, easily findable. Right, we'll take off again, have another fly. Filming.
Home point updated.
And away we go. Just going to see what we can see. Go in this direction. As the wind gets up. Ooh, it's a cold morning today in Oxfordshire, I'm afraid. It really is very chilly, very cold. Oh, hello. There's a mad dog. He's on the lookout, I think, for maybe a deer or something. Let's go and follow him, shall we? See what he's up to. Come on then! Neo! Neo! Over here! Neo! There he goes. Chase the dog, eh? I'll just keep calling him and hopefully he'll he'll come on in and find me. Okay. Caught up on. Right, so we had another little incident. Nothing major.
Home point updated.
Kind of happens really when you do what I do. And you fly around by the seat of your pants, pretty much. So lots of things to bring your drone down, obstacles to avoid. So you got to be really, really sharp and vigilant. Keep your eyes open at all times. You can hardly afford to blink, really. Right, we're just gonna have a little scoot around. Yeah, it's a really busy wood, this one. Lovely place. Just to cut loose, as I say, and just get out and get my 25 minutes or my hour, in this case probably. I don't think the video is going to go on for that long, by the way, so you can all breathe a sigh of relief. But just to get my fix, our lifestyles are really quite busy, aren't they? So I think it's really more important these days with the pressures of life to get out and to get into perhaps places such as this, just to really experience the outdoors. Right, I've got myself into a bit of a wild wool situation here. Also, my signal isn't particularly great, so I am going to bring it back. Right, just going right into the absolute guts of Ashdown wood here. I'm just looking for just a little gap. I mean, I don't need a big gap. It's ever so manoeuvrable, this little drone. It really is. But just give myself a real workout. I haven't gone into it lightly on a Monday morning, have I? I could have chose perhaps an easier place to fly, but I want to blow the cobwebs away for the weekend. And this is, I think, a great way to do it. Look how wild it is out there. It's absolutely it's just amazing. I find these places quite amazing, actually. Just wonderful places to be. Yeah, so thanks for watching my video. Those people who commented my last video, thanks. Yeah, getting some nice views now. It's nice to get a bit of recognition. I do put quite a lot of effort into my videos, so I do like to do what I do as well, so it's not a chore. So that's good. But yeah, people commenting from really all different areas of the world. I think some chap commented from Russia, and he said you ought to come and fly in this place. I use Google Translate, and I actually went on Google and I kind of Google mapped it, because that's what I kind of do, because I'm very kind of inquisitive. And you know what, there's just so many forests out there, there's just not enough time, which in a way is quite sad. And I googled this place in Russia, this immense forest. I mean, it's absolutely huge. It's like the size of Britain or something, and it just got me thinking, I wonder what kind of secrets these places actually hold, because I wouldn't have thought that man has actually discovered every square metre of that particular immense forest, and that's just one of many. I mean, goodness knows what's in there, all sorts of wildlife. I'd just love to just be a part of it. Right, just back to the home point now. Oh, here we go. See, something just jumped out and it just grabs your drone, but it's literally just over there. Right, we just obviously hit a little twig or something, so we're going to stop the flashing and the beeping. We're getting down towards about 20% battery power. I have with me another battery here, so really it's just a quick change of battery. Literally takes about 30 seconds. My hands are really cold, they're not working very well, I'm afraid. And we'll soon have this thing up and flying again. Right, we'll try that again then. Right, filming, and away we go. Right, let's just take it nice and gently. I think there's lots of little wispy things coming up from the ground which just want to just impact the drone. If I had any gripe about this drone at all, it is the fact that it's very easily kind of taken down. I think there's a remnants, the little wispy bits you see, that's last year's probably stinger nettles, I think. That's what that probably is. There's a taken down tree. Let's go and have a little look at that, shall we? Wow. It's left a big hole in the ground, isn't it? Yeah. Big old tree. Come down. And it's no more. Yeah. And just manoeuvre through some of the branches, perhaps. I don't know if I can. So all you need to find is just a little gap, and I can just about get through it. And yeah. Okay, now we're sending her off in a slightly different direction. A bit more open down here. We're just going to perhaps explore this part of the wood. Not been down this part before, so we just stealthily just see what there is. Wow. Yeah, it's completely dormant out there at the moment, isn't it? Not a lot going on at all. You know, and it's great in a way. It has its own little thing going on, isn't it? The woods really has. I think in any time of the year there's always something to really kind of to see. And you know, it's showing its bareness at the moment. Nothing really going on. Nothing really happening in the wood. Just dormant, just waiting for the sun to get a bit higher in the sky, a bit of warmth perhaps in the air, and then that's the trigger then for things to get going once again. But you can see it's really dead out there at the moment, in the sense there's nothing growing, everything's brown, everything's kind of just in flux. It's just waiting for the sun's rays, the warmth, to spark things off once again. And I can't wait for that, because spring is my favourite time of year. You get the new colours coming through. You got the better weather coming in, the warmer weather. Oh, hang on a minute. You get the warmer weather coming in, and you know, the days are kind of the light is stretching out. It just means you can get out more and you can kind of do more things. But you just got to wrap up this time of year, and you just got to accept that, you know, things are not going to be very pleasant out there, but they kind of are, really, because you know, you can do things such as this. Just get out here and just be part of it, in a sense. Right, let's just go off in this direction, shall we? Not been down here yet. I'm just kind of moving myself around, really, different parts of this wood, not just staying in one particular area. I'm kind of moving myself maybe a few hundred meters in a different direction, and just really kind of searching it out. I've got to be careful here. There's a few little twigs around, so you've got to be very vigilant, especially when you start to lose a bit of signal like I just am. So I'm going to just take my time through here and take it back to the home point area. Yeah, so I don't think I've seen anything yet. You may have done. I'm very much just keeping my eye firmly fixed on what's ahead of me, just because if I just take my eye off the ball just for a moment, then there's a chance I'm going to run into something, and that will obviously end my flight. So I've got to be super vigilant. But no, you know, it's a shame, kind of, you know, part of me wishes I could just move to a different country somewhere. I really wish I could, you know. It's a bit of a blessing and a curse in a way that we've kind of left the EU in a sense, you know. I think the only good side is that you could go and move to a different country and there'd be less paperwork to sort out. You know, that's become a bit of a pain, so, you know, that's kind of made things a bit more difficult. If you had enough of UK, like most of us probably have, you know, let's face it, you know, Brexit seemed like a good idea at the time, and it probably is if it was done properly, but I just don't think it has, you know. So things, I think, for the past 6 or 8 years, whenever it was, 2016 was it, when we decided to come out, I mean, things have not really gotten better, they've just gotten worse, and it's all been done on purpose, I think, by design. We've got a leader, Keir Starmer, who's very much in line with the WEF, the World Economic Forum, and they haven't got our best interest at heart. They really haven't. You know, so yeah, so it's made life a little bit more difficult, I think, if you did want to move to a different part of, you know, Europe or even different part of the world.
Battery level is low.
I'm going to cancel that.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Right, I'm just running out of battery power now. But, you know, I'd love to go and fly in different woods. You know, we're pretty limited here where we can go. It's quite a congested country, is the UK. And there's places where you'd like to fly, but you just can't because it's owned by someone and it's private land. You know, and I don't like stealth flying, let's say. I just think that's a bit of a no-no. You don't want to give drone flyers a bad name, let's say. You know, there are people out there which give it a bad name. I don't really want to be one of those. Right, we're just getting that audible noise now. I'm just going to bring it back towards myself, and we'll probably land it now. My tips of my fingers are absolutely numb. I cannot feel them. It's so cold out here. But I've enjoyed my little time out here. I really have. Right, we're just coming back now.
Landing.
Right, it wants to land
Critically
now.
low battery warning.
Right, here we go. Okay. There we go, guys. Wants to land, and I'll just let it land now. Let it do its thing. And there we go. So that's the end of my little video, my little outing for today. I hope you enjoyed some of the footage which I got there from my little DJI Neo. I'm absolutely frozen at the moment. Not so much my body that's cold, it's more just my hands, the extremity, the tips of my fingers. I can hardly feel them. And you can't really wear gloves because you need your fingers to tap little icons on your screen or one thing or another, and with gloves you can't really do that. So anyway, what a wonderful place this was. So I hope to maybe get out and fly my drone later in the week when the weather decides to perhaps get a little bit warmer. Tomorrow I have a gutter cleaning job, so I might well bring my cameras with me and document that one. I'm just hoping that it's not going to be as cold as this, because I think that will be really cold on my hands, because I tend not to work with gloves. I need my hands to be kind of free in a sense, and gloves just kind of slow me down for some reason. Anyway guys, there we go. So my next video might well be a working video if I decide to take my cameras, weather pending of course. Weather wise, tomorrow is going to be very similar to today, and it's really cold out here at the moment, so I don't know how I'm going to get on tomorrow working out in these conditions, but there we go. I've got to go out and earn myself a crust. So just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of thing, then please consider liking or even subscribing to my channel. This is kind of what I do. This is kind of getting out here, in places like this. Life is quite tough at times, and I do think that it's a really good thing to get out and to experience the great outdoors. For me, it puts me in a much better frame of mind, and if it works for me, then I hope it works for you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.